Milwaukee. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into this series.
Yeah, tough start to this series, but you come home, you win one game, and that changes the momentum. And that has to be the focus here tonight. Just win one game in your building.
Yeah, it's basically do or die. There's no doubt about that. They can't be discouraged by the 2 losses. There's still plenty of time left in this series. The crowd isn't discouraged. We know that much. Just listen to them.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Mr. Moves in at point guard. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And there's Jimmy Butler.
And there's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Ilyasova sets a screen for Parker. And it's Chicago with the rebound. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
And whether their defense caused it or not in that game, I remember that it was a really cold night for the offense they were facing, Clark.
Yeah, you know, watching that game, it didn't seem like they did anything spectacular defensively. But then you look at the numbers, and obviously they were doing a lot of things right.
Here is Ilyasova after the made shot for Mr. Moves. Parker against Butler. Gasol. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Parker outside. Here's McKnight. A second chance effort. Sanders' shot is off.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Pass to Mr. Moves. Shot clock at 5. High post shot. The putback is no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. The 11-footer, and he nails the jumper.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And a miss there on the triple.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Now, here is Knight. Parker outside. From deep three-point range, the shot will not go.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
Gasol setting the pick for Butler. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The shot's good from Mr. Moves.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Now, here is Knight to the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
Bucks trail by 7. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, this one for 3. Shot is off. The Bulls have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. From the wing, and again another one in from Mr. Moves. And Mr. Moves got 9 points.
He's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Got a piece of it. Fast break, here they come. For the finish, flushes it down to finish the break.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
Bucks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them.
All right, I'm sick of looking up to see us settle for jump shots out there. Now listen, I want you to attack the paint off the dribble and get to the freaking basket. Now come on.
So both teams changing it up here. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Marshall. He's covered by Rose. Marshall dishes to Knight. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's Chicago.
Game 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Jabari Parker and the Milwaukee Bucks go up against the Chicago Bulls next Monday, 7 p.m. Central. Don't miss it.
And we're set. This game 3. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the efforts, team.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Mr. Moves, he's in at the point. Jimmy Butler is out there with Noah, and it's Aguilar at the 2. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Parker. Puts up the baby hook, and Sanders kicks to Knight. Knocks down the 3-ball. Knight's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Bucks.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hey, Kevin, Mr. Moves in that last game against the Bucks played just phenomenally. He finished with 42 points and was just a menace defensively and came away with a bunch of steals. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
Well, let's just say he was really good.
Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Knight kicks to Marshall. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot is no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Noah against Knight. Mayo, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Marshall. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Well, you look at Mr. Moves, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
Tell you what, his shooting percentage has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. What a run he's been on.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's McKnight. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. 6 points for him.
Well, it was a dismal start from the field for them in the first quarter, but they're finally starting to turn it around.
Well, I don't think it could have gotten any worse, partner. I mean, you figure they had all their bad misses out of the way and should be good to go now.
Here's Noah. The shot is off. Good D by Sanders.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
The Bucks working the ball around. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Milwaukee ball. 11 seconds on the shot clock.
On defense, Chicago. A 12-point game. Here's Mr. Moves. 15 points in the game. The good-looking shot from the wing. Mr. Moves got 17 now.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Ball's knocked loose, and here they come. The finish rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast breaks, buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Knight kicks to Ilyasova. Another miss by Ilyasova.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Pass to Gasol. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Passes to McKnight. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 3 assists in the game.
As soon as the double team came, he immediately looked to find the open man.
No good for Mr. Moves.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
1:12 left now here in the second. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. Substitution.
We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. Well, they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Bucks trail by 11. Pass to O'Brien. There's a good screen. Knight with it. 6 points for him. Parker's shot is off. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Stolen. Rose against Knight. Picked away. And here's the fast break. And Rose throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
To the paint. Here's Knight. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Knight's got 5 points now this quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the chart.
My goodness.
He beats the buzzer.
Wow.
Oh, a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
And that does it for the first half of play. Bulls lead by 14. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Pau, tell us what have been the key aspects to how this team is playing so far through the first 2 quarters.
Well, just had to be aggressive from the beginning, take the shots that were there, move the ball, we're being selfish. We were defending better in the first quarter, and we were able to knock down the shots.
Pau, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.